time.
Last night.
Last night wasn't 30 minutes. You teased with 30, and
Yeah.
you're like, I got a full length. You gotta be like this one.
Yeah.
Were you at all nervous about how it would be received?
At all nervous, girl? I was full throttle wreck. I was a wreck. I was very nervous, because as a filmmaker and as artists, we put everything into this film. Really, really, I knew whatever happened, we gave it 110%. And so you don't know, you have to put it out there and you really feel naked and exposed. And so really, I'm telling you, today is the first day I felt like I have clothes on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
like
a nice
coat,
feeling.
like a coat, a scarf, like I'm good right now. So.
Were you at all nervous, or?
I was, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Oprah gave me a great piece of advice when she saw an earlier iteration of the film, and she said, David, whatever you do not see this film for the first time with an audience, because it's gonna wreck you. I was like, really? And then I went to see it yesterday afternoon before the screening in the evening, and she was right. I was a blubbing wreck for a good 20-25 minutes. And so to be honest, that helped me because I knew that whatever went on to happen, we had done, I think, the film justice, the story justice, these people justice. And so I went into the evening a little bit more confident. You had far less sleep than me, though.
Yeah, I was a train wreck.
Well, you're here with us now.
I am.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
Like black stigma goes around saying that black cinema doesn't travel well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's changing now?
Well, I think the idea that black cinema doesn't travel has always been a myth and a fallacy. It's just simply not true. No one's done the work to make it so, right? And so when they say our stories don't travel overseas, it's not the case. It's just no one's taken them overseas in a very deliberate, determined, intentional way and made it so.
Absolutely.
So we hope that with this film and with other films that are out around this time, Dear White People just had a huge international sale. Let's just, someone do the work because you're leaving money on the table. You know what I mean? You're leaving money on the table. Once the work is done, hopefully future filmmakers won't have to deal with that.
Now, what about having Oprah involved with the project? I know her impact really made the project happen. What was it like having her in your corner? I know you asked her to watch Middle of Nowhere and asked her to produce it. I think she tweeted about it. I mean, that's great. Like, what was it like having her in your corner?
Well, the thing, I think the assumption would be probably that, okay, it's just the name, just the brand, she's just a vanity producer. She was on every conference call. She's in the trenches. What do you need? How's it going? She phoned me up. Again, I don't know if I told you this. She phoned me up, I think it was in the first week of us shooting. And we talked for a bit, and she goes, time to go to bed. And I was like, what do you gotta shoot tomorrow, time to go to bed. You need to be in bed, David. This is serious right now. We're making this. I was like, okay, and I went to bed. I went to bed. So not only like producing, but like mothering me through the whole thing.
And if I'm okay, we're still here. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. were here today, and he was watching this movie. In one word, what would you hope his reaction would be?
Wow,
that's rough. One word. Fair? You know what I mean? I think we make him a saint, or people want to make him a sinner, and just show what the brother did, because it was extraordinary in and of itself. And if you just stay fair with it, hopefully you get a story that's really complex and nuanced, and that's what we try to do.
One more question for you. If you were able, I know Shonda Rhimes doesn't like for people to say, oh, black female showrunner. Do you mind if people put that in front of describing you as a director?
Well, I don't mind it, I prefer it. And everyone's different, you know what I mean? And I love her, and I think she's amazing. But for me, I identify as a black woman filmmaker. That is who I am. I wear it proudly. I don't think it limits me. I think it is a part of my adornment. And so that is what I say. So that's what you can call me all day.
And that's what we will then.
That's right.
Congratulations.
That's right.
I cannot wait for everything.
Thank you. Thank you.